Hello and welcome back to Cloud Book application. My name is Jean and I am the developer. In this last video on the Book module or service, we are going to explore how you can set your own real-time report file. That is a live report file. What I mean is that you can create your own cloud spreadsheet, and every time you add a new book record, a new event, it will automatically appear in that file so that you can see everything that is happening from the device. You can also be able to share it with your own interesting parties like your caretaker or your body corporate. So let me show you how that works. So I'll go ahead and click on the set live report file here. And there's a couple of instructions that we need to follow. And you can see that I have written the steps in kind of a yellow background so that it looks a little bit sound and it looks a little bit focused. And you can see the first step is to create your spreadsheet file at this Google address here. So you go to docs.google.com/spreadsheet and you'll be able to create your files. And of course, it's a free service offered by Google. So this is basically like your Excel online. The second step is to click on the share and add the email below as editor, and you'll see how that works in practice. It's not always easy to understand and learn from the theory like this. Once you start seeing me doing this stuff in practice, you'll be able to follow along and everything should just be fine at the end of this video. So the last step is to copy and paste that file, the file that you've created. You copy the URL or the address of that file from the Google spreadsheet and bring it back here and paste it there. And so I'll show you how this works in practice. So step one, let's go to the Google Spreadsheets app and do it. So on my phone, I have already downloaded the Google Sheets application. So I don't have to go to this address to do this job. I can just go straight to my app and do it right there. So let me go to my phone and I'll show you that I have already downloaded this app here, and that's the Google Sheets application. You can go ahead and download it as well from your store, Play Store or App Store. Okay, so I will open this file. Now that's the application, of course, that is opened. Now we are inside the Google Sheets application. You can see I've got a few files that I've created there before. What I want to do now is click on this icon right here at the bottom so that I can create a new file for this site and probably for this month as well. Depending on when you are creating your files, you could create your files every week, or you could create your file every month or every day. It's really up to you. So now I'll go ahead and say new. I'll say new spreadsheet. So you can see now that the application has created our spreadsheet. The second instruction that we had was to then add the email address that you have to copy from that application as an editor here. So we are going to click here, right here, that is add people. And then instead of adding a person's email for now, we need to start by adding that robot email. So let us go ahead and look at that instruction again. So I'll go back and I will need to copy this address here. Make sure you copy the full email address here. You can see the address is Cloud Robot. So this is kind of a robot email that is going to be able to do the work for you in the background, like getting stuff from the system device and punching it or putting it inside that file for your reporting needs. Okay, so I've copied that. So you copy this email exactly the way it is and you go back to your the spreadsheet that you created. And like I said, you need to click on this icon here to share. So you add people, and then right here where it says add people or group, you paste that email address right there, and once Google picks it up, you select it here. Just select it, and always remember to leave the access as editor. Don't change that access for that email address. Okay, so I'll go back and I'll need to save this now. Right here, make sure you save by clicking this send button. And now the spreadsheet has got that email, or that particular robot email, as an editor. And by doing that, you are now able to kind of get everything that happens from your Google, everything that happens from your Cloud OB application to come and reflect right in this file. So the very last step for us to do is now to get the address, or to copy the URL or the address of this particular file, and then save it inside our OBbook application. So let us see how that works. So we go straight here. Okay. Then we go to share and export. By the way, before coming to share and export, you can click on top here, right here, where it says entitled spreadsheet, and you can actually change the name. For example, you can call this just give it a name of the site. The site we are working with right now is called AB Tech Complex. So you can also do the same here. Give it a name inside a spreadsheet, like ABC or AB Tech. It doesn't matter. And you can say this is going to be for September. Just say September report. It doesn't matter. Just give it a name that is meaningful and say OK. Right. So again, we go back there after giving it a name, and now you can see the name right on top here, which is ABC Tech September. You go to share and export right here, and then you copy the link. So you need to copy the link to this file. So it's copied. You go back to your Cloud OB, and you need to paste that link right here. So you paste it here, and once you're done, just click on the save item there, and that is the end of it. So you click, you save, give it a few seconds. What OBbook is going to do, it is going to take that URL, extract the ID, and do its work in the background. And you can see that it has created a few tabs or a few sheets inside that spreadsheet document. So if we go back to that file, notice what has happened to it. I go back to there. That is the ABC Tech file. If I open it up, notice that we've got some new sheet at the bottom here. So you got the OBbook sheet created automatically for you with its headings, dates. You can see on top here, dates, time, unit, and you can see that the system has automatically created your headings all over here. Okay, so it goes up to the OB type, description, guide name, and so on. It's also created for visitors. You can see the visit list, the visit history, and the guide switch, and it has the necessary headings for each of these sheets. Okay, so now if I go back to Cloud OB here, and I enter a record, so I'm going to go up and enter a new OB record here. It's going to get my location, and I'll go ahead and say, let's say there is rain start and because it's rain, it has to be everywhere. It cannot be in just one apartment or one unit. And I'll just say heavy rain. Okay, heavy rain. Okay, done. And I'll say save. I don't want to put a picture for that, and I'm gonna save another record, and I'll say noise, and I'll say noise in number 90, and I'll say a lot of music. Okay, done. I don't need to put any picture. I'll save this, and then I'll put another one, the last one. I'll say electricity off, and I'll say in room number 37, and I'll say power off. Then I'll save this again. Now I want you to see back in that file that all the record that you've captured will appear right here under the OB tab here. So there we are under the OB, and you will see now that all the record will appear. You can see that all the record are there. So as it happens on the site, you can sit in front of your file and observe everything just coming up in front of you. You can see everything we've just captured appearing right there. So you can see in which unit, you can see the type of OB, the description, and the guide who is capturing that. So let's go ahead and create one more. I'll just say this time damage at unit number 45, and I'll put some text here. Some text. Done. Save. Okay, back to the file. Let's see that damage record coming up right here. You can see it's already there, number 5. It says damage. Okay, there we are. So thank you very much for watching. That was really all about the OB and how you can create a file that you can then later share with your group. So now this is your file that you created yourself, and you can go to the share again and add other people like your caretaker or your body corporate or any other people of interest who should have access to this file. And so you can do your own report visualization, charts, graphs, and so on. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video where we start talking about the visitor module. Thank you.